Got y'all another one. Yes. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Jay motherfucking Salty. Don't forget the J, and don't forget the nigga can get a little salty. I'm the light-skinned wizard, the light-skinned therapist, the light-skinned mister can take your bitch, and just a light-skinned nigga in general. In today's video, we're going to be reacting to the real reason everyone's cutting their locks. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's another great shift, but everybody apparently is cutting their locks off, and this shit is actually crazy. We got Max, now we got DDG, someone that we thought that would never cut off their locks. It's crazy. And yes, I got a bonnet on. I don't care. How off my dick?
Quick question for y'all.
Why is everybody cutting off their
Brother, why did I wake
Why you say
up
like
to
that?
DDG cutting off his locks because he got 40K subscribers on Twitch?
Shit is crazy for real.
Why she kind of fine though? Hold on.
Oh,
Beautiful locks. No. Do the locks not mean anything to you? Like, honestly, do we not have pride in our locks? Yeah, you see me, no cap. Like, I was finna get fit, put on the little red cap. I was finna get fit, me flick it. Nah, bro, I need y'all to see my radium. I need y'all to see
nigga going
the
through
fresh
it.
Roots,
He might be the
new
next
growth.
person to cut his locks off.
The true state of Clout. Why are we cutting off our dreads? I get a lot of y'all are.
I feel like the reason why people are cutting off their locks is, you know, like they always say, when you cut off your hair, oh my god, when you cut off your hair, it's like starting a new journey. It's like a new chapter in your life, and I feel like that's why a lot of people are cutting them. But you know, like, I heard that locks are very hard to manage, so maybe that's why people were like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I'm cutting them shits off. Where my mother? Let me stop, bro. Let me stop.
Even real dreadheads, for real, y'all ain't. Let me stop calling it dreads. We supposed to be calling it locks. We don't dread our locks. Why are we all cutting off our locks?
I don't really care. I'll either call it dreads or locks. I don't know what the difference
locks
is.
Have so much spiritual and personal meaning to it, bro. Every single grain of hair that's locked into my hair has a story, has a meaning, has an output. Yeah, I'm really just too locked in on my hair. Too locked in hair.
Okay.
But seriously though, why is
Stop.
everybody cutting them off? Like, it feels like our locks don't mean as much to the black community anymore, bro. At first you grew it because everybody was trying to go onto that lock trend. Everybody was, you feel me, everybody was growing out the locks because it made them look better. They liked it. The hoes liked it, so they loved it. Everybody was just trying to feel that lock energy, that aura that us lock heads, you feel me, lock heads, dread heads, whatever you gotta call it, feel. But now since people are calling them doo-doo dreads and people are talking about how they're dirty, or
Bro, word to my mother, my mom always be calling them shits doo-doo hair, doo-doo dreads, this and that. Mind you, my mom Nigerian, so like, yeah, I already know they like just a strictly just no hair. So just me having hair on my head is already a problem.
how it's too played out. People don't care to have them anymore, bro. A lot of y'all signed up for the lock head assignment, the lock head community. A lot of y'all tapped in, signed up for the community, but y'all wasn't really ready for what it takes to be a dread head, and that's on y'all. And now everybody's cutting them off for clout, bro. See Rakai cutting them off. I seen.
Oh, I forgot Rakai did. I forgot Rakai cut his shits off, but I think Rakai cut his off because his shit was dead. Max cut him off, you know. Nah, and Max cutting him off was crazy too.
Well, now you even got Kyson that talking about how he's finna cut his locks off. Like, brother,
nah.
the locks.
This is the last time y'all gonna see me with dreads. Yeah, just to show we serious. This one right here in the front.
What is that donation?
Nah, that shit bad for real.
Some spiritual reasons, I can respect that. The other ones for 40 gift is. Maybe I'm saying this because I'm Jamaican and like it's actually a part of our culture. I mean, being in Rastafari, it means a lot of things. It means a lot of, you feel me, natural stuff. So like, it's a deeper meaning to it than just, you feel me, growing it. But you feel me, at the same time, I do understand it looks cool. A lot of people just got it because it looks cool and it was a trend. And they wanted to be a dreadhead so they can get their meat sucked and all of that, right? But at the same time, this is why it's so important to never do something just because it's a trend. Do it because you actually want to. And especially, don't do something just to try to pull girls, bro. That's weak behavior. A lot of y'all were growing locks just so y'all could pull some more hoes, and when the hoes stop loving locks,
Nah, a lot of people were dead doing that. Ever since the girls were like, if he a dreadhead and they hanging down past his chin, oh, I want him to. Oh yeah, I'm sucking his shit on sight if he's touch his fucking, like, hell no.
stop loving yours, which is weak, pitiful bullshit. I need to love and appreciate things like this a part of your body, or else it has no meaning to it, bro. And you know, I wasn't finna record this video because I knew I was finna sound salty because everybody's cutting their locks.
No, you're extremely salty. I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
And honestly, it's really not that deep. I mean, if you just view your hair to be hair, that's all it really is to you. But to me, hair is a little bit more meaningful, bro. It expresses your journey through life, your hardships and your triumphs. You're good, you're bad. It's something a part of you. It also gives you an identity. Like, okay, maybe if all else fails, at least you have your hair to rely on. And you look good, bro. It means more than just some measly hair that you just decided to lock up and dread up. And these are also special to me because only black people can get locks like this. No other race on the planet can have this,
That's
bro.
fire.
They even said Jesus had woven hair. That doesn't mean he had white hair. He had, you feel me? I don't care. I don't care. I'm on it today. Jesus was black. I don't care. Y'all can get mad at me in the comment section.
I don't think Jesus was like a race. I think Jesus is just more of like just a being that created black people and created white people. That was God and stuff. But like, I don't like when people argue if he was white or if he was black. You feel me?
Y'all can talk about, oh, it doesn't matter, he's Middle Eastern. Nah, he had woven hair. He didn't have no straight hair. He had woven. He had these. I don't care what y'all say. I'm sorry. I don't care what y'all say. I'm Dr. Umar T. But at the same time, I feel like locks do have a lot of spiritual meaning. I mean, when you can even hear when people say they cut their locks, it feels like something's released off of them, bro. Maybe sometimes it's a good thing. Maybe sometimes it's a bad thing. It doesn't really matter what it is, but it's like a burden that's released from you, which could be a positive thing. Maybe for some people, it's actually good that they cut their locks. But at the same time, if you're just doing it so you can get on to the next trend, because apparently now the hoes is loving the curly hair fro type of regular hairstyle that you can twist up and make twists occasionally, but you know it's not permanently like this, then don't ever grow locks again because we don't want you here. I said it. I guess I'm the representative of the lock community. I don't care. I said it. We don't want fake lock goers. We want real niggas that really do this shit. Let's get to it. We want real men who want to grow real locks and don't just want it for a trend. Because, like, bro, here's the thing. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. Say it again, Clout. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. Let's get it.
Be a leader, not a follower. Do what you want to do and don't let nobody dictate how you want to move.
Hold on. One more time. Let's get back to it. If you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. Honestly, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the main reason it kind of saddens me that everybody's cutting their locks is because it's just like the lock community is losing numbers, bro. We was on top of the world. Dark skin and locks from 2020 to 2025, peak run. I'm not gonna lie, I had so many hoes, it was crazy. Especially since from 2014 up until 2019, if you were dark skinned, you were getting laughed at the room, bro. You had a better chance at pulling the fat Lizzo than pulling the fine shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie, it felt like
The great shift is probably happening again.
It felt like we was in the internment camps, bro. I'm not gonna.
For us light skins to shine, this is what I strive for. This is what I strive for.
The light skinned curly hair nation, they was going crazy. They was, you feel me? Hold on, aura farming and shit. And we just looked like some doo-doo skin, dark skinned monkeys, bro. And everybody hated us, bro. And if you was dark skinned and you had locks, brothers, you was cooked. Now I remember back in 7th grade, bro, there was these two white girls that would like always try to play with my hair. And every single time they played with my hair, they would just call it doo-doo twist or Cheeto twist. And like they would just like make fun of me for it, bro. I'm not gonna lie, it was low-key racist, bro, but they was kind of fine, so I let them do it. It always made me feel bad about my locks. It made me feel.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie though, when I was in I think 9th grade, there was this girl that sat in front of me. Her name was Casey. No, she sat behind me. Every day in math class, she would always, it was in geometry, I remember this shit in 10th grade, she would always play with my hair every time she got. I didn't even have a lot of hair because I always had a low cut, but she would just play with whatever I had, and this shit was shit. I ain't gonna lie, I was getting no play, so you know me, I was letting it happen. I ain't even gonna lie too. She played with my hair almost every fucking day.
Feel dirty when in all reality my locks weren't dirty. They was just kind of messy, but it's just a different thing. But now those same girls who was making fun of my locks way back then are in my DMs right now. Say it with me. And that's just kind of how life goes. Like there's trends of this, there's trends of that. It's just kind of how it goes, bro. We all in a constant trend. I'm not gonna lie. But at the same time, bro, if you let trends define how you look, you will fall for any trend. Cause what, you feel me? Why she kind of fall? Hold on. I don't even know.
Yo, what is this nigga talking
like
about?
That. Let me lock it. Jesus, she's fucking. She Asian too. Shit too. She right shit. Hold on. Let me get some ramen real quick. Hold on. Let me lock in, bro. She driving a Tesla. She for sure got a white husband. Lock it. Back to it. Let's get to it. So, every single time I try to.
Don't do drugs. I'm not saying he do drugs, but this is a exact representation. If you smoke that Zaza, or if you got ADHD, well, GG's. Don't do drugs, or if you have ADHD, GG's. Let me shut up too. Damn, I'm in the same boat as this motherfucker.
To start back up, she always just pops up into like to my peripherals, bro. Why she so fun?
What are you looking at?
To the car now. Okay. Thank God. I hate to see you leave, but I would love to watch you go. Y'all niggas gonna think I'm a creep. We all do this. Back to what I was saying.
Not like that.
We always hear our parents say, "Yo, you can't follow every single trend because if you do follow every single trend, you will end up like an Asian fine thing."
Yo,
because if you do follow any trend, you're gonna kill yourself. You're gonna die. Like, what if LeBron James decided to just jump off a cliff? He told everybody to do the same thing. Would you jump off that cliff?
I feel like there are people that would do that.
I'm not gonna lie, I probably would because it's LeBron, but at the same time, like, you shouldn't do that. And y'all knew I was gonna say that because it's LeBron. Like, wow, like, okay, don't just do trends because you want to feel included. You're your own person, so be your own unique person. I was growing locks before the whole trend started. That's why my locks looked the best. At the same time, if you never care for that type of hairstyle, don't grow locks, bro. Be you. If you're a curly hair light skin, rock your curly hair light skin. You corny as shit, but I don't care, man. And when that trend eventually comes,
The fuck do you mean by that?
back in style, because that's just how the world works. It's always gonna come back in style. You're finna be on top again, and us dread-headed dark skins are gonna have to go back to Africa for a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, we're gonna have to go back to where we love. Once we're loved in America again, we're gonna be back and popping out, you feel me, going crazy. Am I really making this video so we can keep the lock community strong? Yes, I really am, because I love saying we're better than the curly heads, the wave, ocean, weird ass motherfucker, and everybody else. I love that, you feel me? Because we all know we better than the bald heads, you feel me? Like the little taper or the high top taper niggas. Yeah, we all know we better.
What you mean by that? Because I ain't gonna lie, when I cut my hair off and my shit was all the way down to the green, that J Salty was doing some numbers. I ain't even gonna lie. What are my mother?
Y'all high top fade lock niggas, I'm not gonna lie, me and you are not the same, bro. I got the whole thing around the head, bro. Come on, man. We did it right the first time. I'm not gonna lie. No, I'm not gonna lie. The first time I was for sure a high top fade nigga. That's why I cut it off. But now we got the tapers and we doing good things, man. I ain't gonna lie. This video is so pointless. If you watch this whole video, I appreciate you, brother, because I'm really just yapping. I ain't have no notes for this video. I just felt like spitting. Anyways, I'm trying to do a skit for every single video, but I don't really know what skit I'm finna do for this video because, I mean, it's kind of simple. So, 1 Bob Marley knot, or 1 stool knot, or 1, what is this? A paddle? 1 wooden spoon knot. Spam that in the comments, bro, because I don't got a skit, so we're gonna make this a skit. Yeah, I'm just finna dance. I'm finna dance. Jamaica, but I think she was from somewhere else, bro. Hold on, let me which.
Oh my god, yeah, you lost me. But I ain't gonna lie though, there is a lot of streamers. I feel like it is low key becoming a trend, but I also feel like all these streamers and stuff are just, you know, doing it for like trying new beginnings, new this. Like everybody cut their locks off. Hey, shit, maybe that's just another ritual shit. Cause every time somebody cut their hair off, if you realize Rakai, Max, and DDG all cut their hair off and all of a sudden they blowing up, so you never know if that was just some ritual they had to do all of a sudden. Hey, man. Never know. But hey, make sure to like this video, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and make sure to follow me on Twitch. I be live on Twitch. We're almost at 800 followers. I'm out. That's it. I'm out. Safety.
Alright, free all baby, man. This one from the heart. My day ones are angels, 120 degrees and 3s work all angles. My brother died early, got his halo. My name is section that I can't go.